$5.99 for a limited time. And by your Southern California Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Picture perfect Saturday here in Los Angeles, getting you ready for game 2 of a 3-game series and getting you ready for another Yoshinobu Yamamoto start against the Baltimore Orioles. Last September 6th at Oriole Park at Camden Yards, Yamamoto came within 1 out of a no-hitter. Jackson Holliday broke it up with a solo home run. It was 3-1 as Yamamoto exited, and then the bullpen gave up 3 runs without recording an out, and the Orioles walked off L.A. A little bit of payback last night for the Dodgers against the Orioles, this time in Los Angeles. And the last outing for Yamamoto saw him take a perfect game into the 8th and another no-hitter into the 9th. He's just the 22nd pitcher in the live ball era and the first Dodger ever to have 2 no-hitters broken up in the 9th inning or later. But still, Bulldog, it seems like a matter of when, not if, for Yamamoto.
Yeah, there was a slump in the middle of this season so far with his starts, but right now he is on a roll, facing a team he has a tremendous amount of confidence in. They can't feel real good about coming into this outing. The fastball and the splitter have been so precise that he has just mowed people down. And when you talk about possible no-hitters, you have to be efficient with your pitches because you got to keep the pitch count within a realm that you might pitch in October and November. And you look at these last 5 starts, the batting average against the 4-seamer and the splitter, when you're at 115 and 105, you can just forget about the rest of the arsenal. He'll drop the curveball in on you first pitch just to steal a strike, but you're going to have to hit one of his 2 best pitches.
He's won 4 of his last 5 starts. His record now 7-4, and ERA at 2.52. He has thrust himself right back into the mix in the first half Cy Young conversation. His first pitch to Taylor Ward is chopped to third, backhanded by Tommy Edman. That's a nice play to start the night.
There's some soft hands, and yeah, speed of the game when you come off the IL and then you get over to the position that you haven't played a lot at and make that play right away, the ball finds you.
1 pitch, 1 out for Edman. This is his 3rd game back off the injured list. Now Gunnar Henderson. Fastball just missing the inside corner, allegedly. It's Charlie Ramos, the home plate umpire. Derek Thomas at first. Crew chief Chris Guccione at second, and Nestor Ceja at third. Henderson homered last night, bringing in the first 2 runs of 5 unanswered. The Orioles went from down 3-0 to up 5-3 before the Dodgers rallied in the 9th. Hits it on the ground to Betts. The ground ball out for Yamamoto.
Real interesting for Yamamoto and Dalton Rushing to watch a power hitter take 2 fastballs and then swing at the splitter away. That's something they're going to put in their memory bank for the next time around.
Another power hitter at the plate for the Orioles. The longtime New York Met, Pete Alonso, went deep last night. His 17th home run of the year and his 9th home run since the 20th of May. He's caught fire really the last month.
That one was middle in and a little lower than the first attempt from Yamamoto on the first pitch going up and in. They're going right back in there where the home run was approximately, but they're trying to keep it either tighter to him or higher.
Two balls, no strikes. As Yamamoto dots the corner with a splitter.
A target down the middle, trying to get a strike. Pulled it a little bit, but still got the call. He'd love to have an easy breezy first inning. First inning is where his struggles have been most of the year.
An ERA of 5.54 in the first inning, an ERA below 2 in the innings after. That's a 2-out walk. Did not walk a single batter in either of his last 2 outings.
Catcher number 29, Samuel Basayo.
That's why you look at what he did against the Angels and the White Sox. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more impressive 2-start stretch. Samuel Basayo takes low ball 1.
45 batters in a row to retire before Mookie makes the error, and then giving up the hit after that. It's a string of excellent pitching that has only been created one other time in the live ball era.
Ball and a strike on Basayo, who had a tough night on both sides of the ball last night. He was 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts at the plate, and then on the game-winning play, the error was charged to Tyler O'Neill, but if you took a closer look, it probably could have and should have been charged on Basayo. The throw to the plate was late to get Alex called, but Basayo's job there is to catch the ball one, or at least knock it down, keep it on the infield. Instead, it bounced off of his glove and allowed Ryan Ward to come home as the winning run. Strike 2 gets called.
Here's that throw from the outfield up the line, third base, and after the hop, he just gets a little moist on top of the grass there, skid it a little bit on him, but he's got to catch that easily. It should have probably been an error on him.
Bounces the ball to Freeman, who's right next to the bag. And that does it for a scoreless top of the first inning for Yamamoto. Shohei Ohtani leads off when we come back. The Dodgers welcoming Ohtani back to the starting lineup, and he's up to his old tricks, MVP tricks, leading the National League in on base, second in OPS, and that's to say nothing of his ERA. He is the top of the starting lineup once again, presented by your SoCal Helpful Honda dealers. Ohtani, Pages, and Freeman. Betts, Rojas, Edman, Tucker, Call, rushing. First pitch swinging, popped him up. Backing up from short, Blaze Alexander, the former Arizona Diamondback, as the first out. He was not wasting any time. First plate appearance since Tuesday against Tampa, because of course he had Wednesday off on his start day.
He has been so hot lately. You got to go back to May 12th to see when Ohtani all of a sudden wasn't having on base percentage near 500. Trevor Rogers tonight coming up against a very tough team that really is going to start swinging the bat a little bit better even than they did last night. Last night, a lot of swing and miss. Season highs for them as far as with chases. 38 pitches they chased last night. 9 strikeouts on chases. Make them throw the ball in the strike zone tonight.
Andy Pages not chasing either of the first 2 pitches. See Trey Gibson, last night's starter for Baltimore. Dodgers had him on the ropes early, and credit to him, the rookie was able to avoid further damage after that 3-0 deficit.
His breaking ball got better and better as the game went on, and the Dodgers were kind of chasing it. They really wanted to hit him to knock him out of the game, and he had a good read on the lineup, making them chase the breaking ball down and wide.
On a 3-0, Pages is a spectator for strike 1 on the inside corner. It's a 1-out walk for Andy Pages.
Sometimes you got to walk before you get hot, and he's looking for more free passes and more hits right now.
Someone who has been hot is digging in. Freddie Freeman. Someone who is getting warm is on deck with Mookie Betts. 1 on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first. And Freeman, a half-hearted swing and a miss, strike 1. Freddie was 0 for 4 last night. Did walk. He's hit Rogers relatively well in his career. 5 for 12. A couple of extra base hits. Pages taking off for second. A throw from Basayo. Pages is out.
The interesting thing that Andy feels is the tag and when his slide starts, but when you pop up slide, you slow down a little bit at the end. And your foot starts to dig into the soil and sometimes doesn't reach the bag in time. And you see where his heel kind of dug in right there at the end. Down goes the heel. It kicks up a lot of dirt and it just doesn't get there.
Two and one now on Freeman. So the base is now empty. Pages caught stealing. Well, a couple times last night, Freddie getting a pitch in the zone and whiffing on it, shaking his head afterwards. And then he takes a fastball for strike 3. And so Rogers faces the minimum in the first. A scoreless first for both sides. To bring you back with the Allstate Good Hands replay. Showing you Andy Pages with his outfield assist last night. His major league leading 7th of the year. And then also the glove work. Back out in center, getting ready for the second inning. Yamamoto gets a big whiff from Leody Taveras.
The slow curveball. Only about 19-mile-an-hour different than his four-seamer.
And there is that four-seamer at 96 dotting the inside corner.
You can change speeds up. You can change speeds down.
No perfect game bit tonight. Yamamoto with a 2-out walk of Pete Alonso in the first inning. Perfecto going 2 outs in the 8th. His last time out in the south side of Chicago. Taveras goes the other way in a 2-strike count for a leadoff single. So no hitter either here tonight.
Who needs the suspense and drama? We had a lot of that last night. Play a good, solid baseball game. No errors in the field. Solid starting pitching that finishes off the outing at 6 or 7 innings. Good, clean bullpen and some offense.
Now Colton Cowser pulls back a bunt attempt.
The Orioles scored almost as many runs last night as they did in the 3-game series against Seattle. Still came away with an L, so they are on a losing streak.
Cowser hits it on the button to center field. Pages plays it. The throw is cut off by Betts. Back-to-back singles to open the second for Baltimore. Orioles on the corners.
At different angles for different base hits, so having to run into the right center gap for Andy Pages, taking him away from third base, compared to if this ball was in the left center gap and all of a sudden he's running towards third base, you have first and second. The runner would have got held, but going over there right side, you're going to get first to third easy, even on a great arm in center field.
Fastball was too close to the middle for Yamamoto, and Cowser took advantage. Now it's Kobe Mayo, third baseman, 7th spot of the order. Little nubber to Freddie Freeman. Runners coming home. The throw goes to Betts to get Cowser. A run scores on the play. 1-0 Baltimore.
Strategy for the Baltimore Orioles is first and third. You break on ground balls from third to try and stay out of the double play. Freddie elects to go to second base He definitely had a shot at home, but thought if he fed the right feed to Mookie, they'd get a double play, and that double play you would take, sacrificing one run, especially this early in the game. Now, if you ask Yamamoto what decision would he like Freddie to make, he would say, I wish you would have taken it home. Pitchers always think they can get out of jams, and they're not worried about, give me a double play, I'll sacrifice a run, especially this early. But Freddie, with his momentum, decided to go to second.
The 0-1 coming to Jackson Holliday. Strike two. These two clashed last September. 2 outs, 9th inning, an out away from a no-hitter. And Holliday took a cutter just over that fence in right field to spoil Yamamoto's shot at history. Some get back for Yamamoto here tonight. Strikes him out on 3 pitches.
You can dot the inside corner of the 4-seamer, and then you bring the 2-seamer back like this pitch. It is precision.
Shortstop, number 23, Blaze Alexander.
1 strikeout down, 6 to go to get 7 total and get you a free jumbo jack tomorrow in Los Angeles. The number 9 hitter, Blaze Alexander, watches strike 1. Alexander was trade acquisition from the Diamondbacks this past offseason. 304 to start his first Oriole campaign.
I know he's given up a run. I know he's only thrown 25 pitches, but you can just see the precision of his execution. And the difference between when he had rough middle starts from his 5th start to about his 8th start, it was rough, an ERA over 5, but the strikes were there, the precision was not. Now he is edgy.
Needs 1 more strike to finish the second. Alexander will make him wait another one.
Just wearing him out on the outside part of the plate, no matter what the pitch selection. Might go back out there with a slider to try and walk him off the plate.
That's 3. Finished him with a curve. Back-to-back Ks who escaped the second with just 1 run across.
Beat it.
Dodgers down 1-0 early, but they got Mookie Betts leading off the second, and Mookie's starting to warm up.
He really is. He didn't get the reward for hitting the ball hard early in his season, but since coming back from the IL, since being back and hitting it hard now, it's fallen in, and it always falls in when you hit it over the fence.
He's got hits in 5 of his last 6 games. Average for the season has jumped up 34 points in just those 6 games, up to 215. And no longer are we talking about expected results and the difference in the actual versus expected for him. We're talking about actual results. Underneath this one into left field. It's going to be Kowser's ball.
He worked really hard on that one to pull his hands in. Just got crowded a little too much.
So the first out for Trevor Rogers. Coming off a career season in 2025. He was limited to just 18 starts, but an ERA of 1.81. This year the numbers on the surface unsightly. And you're thinking, okay, this is a big step back. As Rojas can't check up. Strike 1. But he's been better of late on the heels of a really bad bout with the flu, which cost him 5 to 10 pounds and some strength. So he's trying to work his way back. But right now, an ERA of 5.86. Rojas pushes one to right. Taveras has out number 2.
Rogers, like Mookie Betts, his actual compared to his expected, he's about 1.5 lower than his expected. So yeah, the stats are bad, but the execution has been pretty solid, but still below what his potential is.
It's a free agent to be. Another storyline for him this year. Tommy Edman takes a cut at a fastball down the middle, and he fouls back strike 1. Big night for Edman on Friday. 3 for 5, his first 3 hits of the season. His 39th 3-hit game of his career. First since last September. It's a big piece for the Dodgers to have back in Tommy Edman, given the flexibility that he allows for Dave Roberts.
Flexibility, veteran trust. You know he's going to come prepared mentally and physically. There's a maturity about his game that you really just want him in there somewhere.
Ball and 2 strikes. Rogers to the switch hitting Edman. Blown away. Strike 3. Second strikeout to finish the second scoreless frame for Rogers. Still 1-0 Baltimore. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Early deficit for the Dodgers, 1-0 Orioles beginning the 3rd. It's the top of the order against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Wave and a miss. Strike 1 on Taylor Ward, who grounded out on the very first pitch of the game. Ward slices one right center field. Pages makes a sliding grab. Seems like he makes one of those a night.
Well, the data had him shaded to right center, but he got a great first step jump and then ran a very accurate route. This ball slicing away from him as it dies. The spin takes over, adds to the curvature, but he reads it perfectly.
Among the best defenders in all of baseball. Regardless of position, obviously leads center fielders in defensive run save, most outfield assists in baseball. And oh, by the way, he's 3rd in ribbies entering Saturday.
He'd have a really good plus-minus if he was a hockey player. He has a really good plus-minus as a baseball player.
A 1-1 to Gunnar Henderson. Tails outside. Henderson hit his 16th home run last year, already 1 shy of his 2025 total in 154 games. The slug just evaporated one of the more talented young players in the league last year, but he's found the stroke again. Battled a bit of a shoulder thing throughout last year, so that is an important factor in it, but also got to the point where he thought, like, I need to use all fields, because a lot of his power is pulling the ball in the air. Goes the other way. Call toward the line, and he makes makes a sliding grab. First Pages, then Call.
Andy range to his left. Call has to range to his right. This one slicing away from him. Both guys end up in slides, and both guys end up creating laundry for the clubhouse kids. I should say the clubhouse men.
Strike one to Pete Alonso.
Get your scrub brushes out. They're in the clubhouse. Those guys do an amazing job making these guys look like they're putting on a brand new uniform every night. And yes, if they're too dirty, they get to get new pants.
2-1 for Alonso. Walked in the first inning.
They probably have a half a dozen. Maybe I'd say 3 or 4 of every color pant because they're all custom made. Alex, if you're listening, text me how many pairs of pants they have of what they're wearing tonight in each locker, please.
You don't have to, Alex.
Hey, stay out of my conversation.
Sorry, all right. Can I speak now?
Yeah, go.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 1-2-3 third. Yamamoto with a K, but how about the defense behind him?
The MLB journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Visit MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps for more information.
Kyle Tucker, Alex Call, Dalton rushing. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third. Chasing a run against the Orioles.
And yes, Alex did text me back.
And?
Nothing specific. What happens in the locker room stays in the locker room.
Fair.
But he did say some definitely have more than others. Usually because of wear and tear, not style. Kike probably has the most. He's got the tight pants that are long. He's got the tight pants that are short. He's got a slightly baggy ones. Who knows?
What kind of mood you in?
Kike would probably even have bell bottoms. He'd take retro.
Don't give him any ideas. Actually do. I would like to see it. Check swing, no swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Tucker.
Well, the bell bottoms are out there because they're guys that hook it on their back spike and go with more width down there by their shoe, and they cover the shoelaces with the pant and they hook it around. There we go. What cameramen we have.
Cruz on it. Shallow left. Playable for Ward. Playable for Ward. 1 out. Trevor Rogers. Just 1 walk against Andy Pages, who was then erased off the bases, caught stealing second. But nobody else has reached so far. 7 batters in.
Here comes the broadcaster jinx.
Alex Call fouls back, strike 1. And Call's been grinding and batting practice the last couple of days. He's really upset with the quality of contact for him this year. I hit the ball really hard all year. Average 258. Slugging percentage 315. And he's like, that is not good enough. He's also seen the whiff rate go up. Dave Roberts was right next to him, listening to Call talk about, hey, there's more in there, Doc. There's more in there. Doc says, I know, you're a winning ball player. Just got to show it now. He whiffs and strikes out on 3 pitches. It's the second out of the 3rd inning. 3rd K for Rogers, who We told you he did the last couple of outings. He's looked a lot better than his season numbers, Boral. And he's got the velocity up. 2 of his 4 hardest pitches of the year came in the first inning tonight.
You get through this lineup unscathed the first time around. It's got to give you a lot of confidence, and he's probably gaining confidence in each individual pitch as it gets an out.
Facing last night's walk-off hero, Dalton Rushing. Waves at a cutter, strike 2. Dodgers down to their final strike. And you're thinking, all right, tie game. Alex calls scores. The throw home from O'Neill a little late, and then Basayo, oops. Dodgers win. Jam pops it foul to stay alive. Rushing was 0 for his first 4, struck out 3 times. Visible, audible frustration. But Dave Roberts and the Dodgers praising how he did not give up on the night. 1-2. It'd be easy for any player to say, you know, tonight's not my night. I'll come back tomorrow and get him.
With that tying run on second base, he didn't give up. He called timeout, regrouped mentally with as little time as he has during that timeout, and got himself a pitch he could reach and hit and didn't miss it.
Level count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Rogers, and now Rushing sees it full. The payoff from Rogers. Beats him with the fastball. Back-to-back Ks. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Oriole lefty. Still 1-0 Baltimore.
Promotion.
Yamamoto with 3 strikeouts. First 3 innings. Now 4 away from getting you a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow after you buy a large drink Jack in the Box in LA. 2 of those 3 strikeouts coming on the curveball. He had 4 strikeouts on the curve all year entering tonight.
Mixing it up a little bit, staying a mystery. Everybody would like a Jumbo Jack on Father's Day. I'll take the over on the strikeouts for that.
Strike 1 on Basayo. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Man Blake Ware, researcher and statistician working with us this series, dug this up for Yamamoto, a 2-start run that he had against the Angels and the White Sox, featuring 45 consecutive retired. Only 3 Dodgers ever had a 2-start stretch with at least 16 innings, 3 or fewer hits, 3 or fewer walks, and 2 or fewer runs. Yamamoto, Dazzy Vance in 1925, and 1 Oral Hershiser.
What?
April 1985.
85. Must have been the 5 o'clock starts on ESPN where they couldn't see the ball for 3 innings.
Or it was just that you were that good, Bulldog. I'm not going to let you play that card. Now the separator between Yamamoto's 2 starts and your 2 starts, I'll tell you after this 1-2 pitch.
Let's just not talk about that. Let's go to Vance.
Basayo, a 2-strike single to right. And so that is how the second inning began. Leody Taveras, who's coming up to the plate, in a 2-strike count, had a leadoff base hit and came around to score the first run. Yamamoto couldn't put Basayo down here in the 4th. Oh, Yamamoto had 0 walks. You had 3. Anyway, back to you. Taveras bunts it high in the air, foul. Strike one.
Yoshi is going to be much better than I ever was. He's been fantastic in the World Series when he came back in relief with no days rest and what he did last year to give him the back-to-back wins. What he has done consistently this year, and I think he'll be again in the Cy Young race where last year he finished third.
Taveras keeps the bat on the shoulder this time, takes ball one in.
This is a hot streak that he's on right now. Those are the World Series numbers, but over the last 5 starts, that's what his ERA is also currently. So you can go back to the World Series and look at that 1 ERA. You can also go over the last 5 starts and see an ERA at 1 right now. If he puts up those kind of numbers from the World Series, or the numbers that he's producing right now in this next World Series coming up, it'll be really interesting to see what happens for the Dodgers.
Sign up for that.
Yep.
A 1-2 to Taveras. Just misses.
It is crazy how many aces the Dodgers can run out there if everybody was healthy, and might be by the time we get to September, October, November.
50th pitch of the ball game. The 2-2. This is up and away.
There are actually so many aces that aces might be relieving aces, just like Glasnow did last year, like Snell did in the World Series. Pretty hard to beat a pair of aces when you have a poker hand.
Chopper squeezes through the right side. Basayo will hold at second. Wide turn. Goes back to the bag safe before Tucker's throw and Betts' tag. Second time in 4 innings the Orioles start a frame with back-to-back base hits.
Keep hunting those ground balls. They're going to possibly be at somebody in turn 2 with it, but this one does find the 4 hole.
And another 2-strike single. Three of the 4 Oriole hits. The lone one that wasn't in a 2-strike count is from this man, Colton Cowser. Watches a curve for strike 1.
He is breaking on top now, though. 9 for 9 as far as first pitch strikes. Started out 2 for 6 at the beginning of the game.
Bunt drop. Yamamoto will throw to third. On the money to Edman. He fields his position so beautifully.
It was a slow curveball on the pitch, and that gave him time, even after foot strike, to actually get a little momentum. You see his back leg, his trail leg, his push-off leg, he continued right into fielding the ground ball. Very well done. It's a good read by Tommy Edman to stay back too. At third base, you can feel like you're between, but you got to read the angle of the bunt so that if your pitcher's going to get it, which he was easily on that one, you're there at the bag. Don't get caught in between mentally.
Still first and second, but now 1 out in the 4th. 1-0 Orioles, and strike 1 to Kobe Mayo. 0 for 1 RBI ground out. The only scoring we've seen so far tonight. Fastball misses outside.
Just on the edge, but it feels like in my mind right now that Dalton is saving the ABS challenges for a little later in the game, since the game is so tight right now.
Fastball up and in.
Doesn't mean you're not going to use them, but you better be sure using them this early.
Looking for a ground ball. It'll take the whiffs. 2-2.
He's got a little tilt on his curveball, and then also some right to left movement when he's looking for the chase. He'll drop it almost straight down when he's trying to steal a strike early, but when he's trying to get the swing and miss, he'll give a little angle to it.
Just downstairs, full count.
That's an exceptional miss.
If Yamamoto looked at me like that, I'd change my mind. Yeah, you're right.
Very much a surveyor.
Challenge him with a fastball. A little late, still 3-2.
Well, they have had success with the slider and the curveball to right-handers as far as getting the chase or the strikeout. So back-to-back fastballs. I got to believe maybe something's going to go right to left here. That's a splitter target, I think. That was the curveball target.
This is the inside corner, and a walk loads the bases in the fourth. Only one out for Baltimore.
You can see this one slips out a little bit so he doesn't get the bite. It's going backwards instead of right to left.
Second walk issued tonight for Yamamoto. Now facing Jackson Holliday, who struck out in his first plate appearance in the second inning. Holliday has hits in 3 straight games following a 3-game hit drought. I showed the highlight earlier of Holliday's home run last September, breaking up Yamamoto's no-hitter with 2 outs in the 9th. Yamamoto told me the next day it was the one pitch through all game that he didn't have total conviction in, that cutter. Strike 2 on a foul ball. He's in between. As Holliday 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball at 98 right by him. The first batter he's faced with the bases loaded since the 27th of April. And he strikes him out.
23, Blaze Alexander.
Challenging situation. Challenged him with the fastball and won.
Not done yet. Still 1 more out to go. Blaze Alexander standing in his way. Ground ball, third base. It's a fair ball off the glove of Edman. 2 runs are going to score. And a 2-run double for Blaze Alexander. 3-0 Orioles.
First pitch breaking ball, trying to steal a strike. And he gets him out in front. He gets him to hit it on the ground, but he hits it firmly. And it finds its way right down the line. That ball was hit so hard that if it ends up in Edman's glove, there's going to be an out, because there's plenty of time to go to first.
Lineup turns over. Taylor Ward waves at strike 1. Both run scoring plays so far for the Orioles. And at the bottom of the order, 7 and 9 spots. Oh, it's early in the game. This is a big battle right here. Just misses again. 2-1. It's approaching 30 pitches in this fourth inning. It's number 29. Squares the count. '30th pitch of the inning, 70th pitch of the game. The 2-2 to Taylor Ward. Throws him. Strike three. The Baltimore got a 2-run double from Alexander to grow the lead to 3.
The Welcome Home Cell.
Purchase a special ticket pack and get your exclusive Dodgers Hawaiian shirt presented by Kings Hawaiian. That's on July 7th. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for more information.
Top of the order for the Dodgers in the fourth, trailing 3-0. Strike one from Rogers to Ohtani. Choi popped out, leading off, swung at the first pitch. Got a fastball middle of the plate toward the top of the zone. First start hitter since Tuesday, came off the bench as a pinch hitter late on Wednesday. He's 1 for his last 12 offensively, with 6 Ks. Dodgers still looking for their first hit against Trevor Rogers tonight. Hittable fastball fouled back.
Really good swing. Really good pitch to hit. Just missed it.
A carbon copy of the one he popped out on in the first. So now it's 1-2. And he strikes out. 5th K for Rogers.
Faced the minimum so far. Walk, and then Andy Pages, who's in the batter's box, was thrown out at second base on a stolen base attempt.
Pages slams his bat as he flies out to right. 2 outs in the fourth.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Dodgers trying to be the first team to 50 wins this year. They got some work to do. Down 3-0. Rogers pours in strike one to Freeman. Of their 49 wins, 23 have been of the comeback variety. So have to test that comeback magic again here tonight. Chases the change, 0-2. Of those comebacks, by the way, have been multi-run comebacks, including last night.
Plenty of time for this offense. Don't put it by Yamamoto to shut them down the rest of the way that he's out there.
Yamamoto doing some studying on the iPad. Difficulty putting guys away in 2 strike counts, and the Orioles have made him work. Full count for Freeman. Freeman lifts one high in the air to right field. In front of the warning track, Taveras is drifting over. The wind blows it towards center field, but it's caught. Another 1-2-3 inning. The Dodgers getting no hit through 4. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA. Brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Trevor Rogers hasn't made it easy on the Dodgers. No hitting LA through 4. Yoshinobu Yamamoto back out there for the 5th. Orioles with 1 run in the 2nd, 2 runs in the 4th. He had to throw 30 pitches. The most pitches thrown in any single inning for Yamamoto so far this year.
And he's had to do it with first pitch strikes, really doing a good job of that, but struggling to put people away with 2 strikes. That's why the pitch count has gone up.
He's handled the top 3 in the Oriole lineup. Ward, Henderson, and Alonso, most feared Baltimore hitters. Combined 0 for 6, 2 strikeouts. Alonso does have a walk. 2-2. The 2-2 to Henderson. Dives low and away. Another full count. See more of those tonight than Yamamoto would like. I mean, in Chicago, you hardly saw a 3-ball count at all. It's a little roller to second. Action for Miguel Rojas. First out of the 5th. Here's a word from Cerritos Auto Square.
The Cerritos Auto Square sells so many cars because they have low prices, and they have low prices because they sell so many.
First baseman Pete Alonso.
Alonso walked in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd.
You know, she's got the cutter and the slider and the curveball that move right to left. He's got the splitter and the 2-seamer that move the other direction, and then the 4-seamer, which is firm and pretty straight.
Alonso grounds it to short. Betts can take his time, makes a good throw. 2 out.
Catcher Samuel Masayo.
Strike grounded foul off the bat of Basayo. 1 for 2, led off the 4th with a base hit.
Basayo's definitely in swing mode. You don't need to throw him a strike right here. Just make something look a little bit tantalizing, and I think you'll get him to swing and miss.
Instead, a 2-strike hit for right center field. That's been the steady theme throughout the night.
You know, as far as he reaches for this ball, it looks like a guy that you do not want him to extend his arms. He goes well off the plate with this slow curveball to reach it with almost one hand as he extended out there.
Strike one called against Leody Taveras, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. An ice cold Taveras the last couple of weeks, but having a good night. A chopper to second. And ends the inning. Yamamoto works around a 2-out base hit, keeps the deficit at 3, halfway home.
Your neck.
Welcome back, where a special congratulations are in order to Dodgers coach Petey Montero and his wife Christina as they welcome their second child, a beautiful baby girl, Penelope Isabella Rose Montero. She was born this morning at 3:37. She came in at 5 pounds and 5 ounces, so it is a special day for the Montero family. So congratulations to you from all of us, guys.
Amen, Kirsten. Peter, Christina, it doesn't get better than them. I was texting with Petey. Hey, so you guys in the Otani's neighbors in delivery? I said, no. Petey's texting us. This is crazy because PJ, firstborn son, was born. You and I were on the broadcast together. He's like, and you guys were working last night when Penelope was born. And so I apologized on behalf of both of us.
Thank you. That the baby had to hear our voices first.
Yeah. It's only up from here, kids.
They could have had the TV on, but the volume down.
That would be the smart play. Dodgers down 3-0, bottom of the 5th. 1-2 to Mookie Betts. Stays upstairs. The Dodgers with no hits so far against the left-handed Trevor Rogers. One base runner, a 1-out walk in the first from Andy Pages. Betts grounds it to his counterpart Henderson. 1 away.
In a row, almost in a row, with a walk and throwing out a
72
guy at second, but yeah, faced the minimum.
Yamamoto, understandably, justifiably, stealing all the headlines entering tonight, given what he did his last outing and what he did last year against Baltimore. Well, in that game at Camden Yards, opposing Yamamoto that night was Trevor Rogers. And because of the Orioles' crazy rally in the bottom of the 9th inning, they helped Rogers spit the hook. So did that night, 5 1/3, couple of runs, 6 Ks, 8 hits. No hits tonight, though.
Well, 5 1/3 right now, and he only has 57 pitches. A little bit more efficient.
Rojas pops it up toward third. Mayo in foul ground underneath the second out.
Dodgers need to climb back into this one, but first and foremost, they need some base runners.
Tommy Edman.
Ball 1 low to Tommy Edman. 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Rogers, former Miami Marlin, was acquired by Baltimore the 2024 deadline, but had an awful time, was demoted after being acquired. And then in 2025, he didn't debut till May 24th. He had a right knee injury that pushed him back. Debuted with 6 2/3 shutout, but then was sent down to AAA again. He just wanted to work on some things. Came back, got knocked around in a clunker, and then turned into a dominant pitcher from that point forward. 1-1 to Edman. Fights one shallow center, sinking fast, and it bloops down. The Dodgers have their first hit.
He was getting real close to writing the first chapter on something historic, but this shows how hard it is to throw a perfect game, to throw a no-hitter. The exit velocity on that expected hit percentage is very low, but it is a hit.
2-out single for Edman. Now Kyle Tucker. .68 off the bat for Edman. You saw Rogers' reaction after he saw the ball leave Edman's bat, like, oh boy, here we go. And off the hands is and a repeat of what Max Muncy had happened to him last night. It appears so. Muncy was the knob of the bat for Tucker. It looks like the barrel.
Skimmed off the barrel. This will be the first inning so far that Rogers hasn't struck out a batter.
That's going to fade foul. Strike 2.
When it comes to no-hitters, a lot of times they are large strikeout games because of those possibilities of balls blooping in. It's a smaller sample size of those kind of outs that you have to get recorded. High contact no-hitters, I would think, would be pretty rare.
Called ball 2, but this is going to be challenged by Basayo. ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile. Basayo, I think, is going to end the inning here. He does. Tucker down on strikes. Edman is stranded. The Dodgers get their at the end of
the first 40,000 fans, and that's on July 4th, will take home a commemorative 250th coin. Presented by Budweiser. Stay after the game for the fireworks show. Also, visit Dodgers.com/promotions for more information.
Yamamoto still working, starting the 6th. Strike 1 called against Colton Cowser, and he's going to challenge Charlie Ramos's call.
Strike. The batter is challenging. Pitches the ball. Baltimore has 2 challenges remaining.
The last 2 pitches successfully challenged by Baltimore. Strike called, and Cowser, he thought about it. Does not throw it out there.
Yamamoto even got a little wry smile.
On a 1-2, Cowser stays alive, smacking one foul down the left field line. Pitch count approaching 90. Now we see some stirring in the Dodger pen. Another 1-2. Misses in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dodgers losing 3-0. Just 1 hit, and it came on a bloop from Tommy Edman the last half inning. After a strong stretch of offensive run support for Yamamoto, it's kind of going back to the old ways. No support. Chop to the right side. Yamamoto gives it to Freeman. 1 out.
Yoshinobu was getting some run support over his last 4 starts, over 8 runs a game when he'd been in there. But the first 9 starts of the year, when he could have been racking up some more W's, they were only getting him just over 3.
Something he had to pitch through last season as well.
You got to be mentally tough when you draw the short straw on run support.
Yeah, whiffs at a breaking ball. 1-1. Strike 2 called for Yamamoto.
Call me crazy, but when I pitched and the wave got going, I waited for it to get right to right center, so it'd be in the batter's eye if he was right-handed, and I waited for it to be in left center if the batter was left-handed. I like the waving in their peripheral vision. With the pitch clock a little harder to time up.
Ball and 2 strikes. And Yamamoto paints a fastball to get Mayo.
Whether it's been a righty up there or a lefty up there, that 2-seamer to that side of the plate looking like it's going to be a ball, and inside the lefties, a ball away to righties. He has brought back over the edge very well tonight.
Ball 1 up and in on Jackson Holiday. 0 for 2 with 2 Ks.
That's the 4-seamer with a little tailing action, but he's got one that'll break a little bit more with the 2-seamer.
And then he goes to the curve to get a whiff in strike 2.
If we saw a chart of hot zones and cold zones, I'd say that a lot of the cold zones are inside. Ball away splitter. Oh, 4-seamer.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 99 from Yamamoto. Fouled away.
At different points in the game, he has gone with what Dalton calls, and sometimes he's gone to his waist and called the pitch himself.
How about number 100? That one's spoiled.
Since giving up a few runs, looks like he's gone a little bit more with what Dalton's calling now. I don't always think it's superstition. I think sometimes you just go, you know what? My catcher has had some pretty good ideas. I'll go with him.
A strike away from getting Holiday and getting out of the 6th. Strike 3 call. We're going to see another pitch. That wasn't close.
Call on the field is a strike. The batter is challenging.
Yeah, that didn't come back at all.
Pitches the ball. Baltimore has 2 challenges remaining.
There, Yoshinobu called this pitch.
The count now full. Here comes the payoff. Ground ball right side. It'll be Freeman to Yamamoto. Wins the foot race and gets out of the 6th. It's a quality start for Yamamoto. Now can the Dodger bats wake up? Performance Spotlight sponsored by your California Nissan dealer belongs to Trevor Rogers, the Orioles lefty. 5 shutout innings, just 1 hit, 1 walk, and 6 Ks. Pitch count well in hand too, just 65 so far for Rogers as he gets Alex Call a whiff on strike 1, the first pitch of the 6th. Call rushing Ohtani on the docket for the Dodgers.
Good solid work. He would love to be a little bit better, but as far as a big league pitcher, another all-star performance.
Handed off to the bullpen. Gordo Enriquez, the first one up throwing. Three and 1 for Call. Fastball in the heart and couldn't move it forward. 3 and 2. Another payoff from Rogers. Another foul ball from Call. Call continues to battle and continues to drive up the pitch count for Rogers.
Said he's had too much swing and miss in his game, and here it's going through a really good battle.
The 9th pitch is grounded to short.
Number 68, Dalton Rushing.
Last of the order, Dalton Rushing, one of the 6 Ks in Rogers' evening so far. Fastball in the heart. To shallow center it goes. 2 out. Now the 3rd time through. Now this is typically where things go awry for Rogers. The 3rd time facing an order, but the left-hander's had a different look to him tonight than he's had for much of this 2026 season. Ohtani swings through a change. Shohei 0 for 2. back in the leadoff spot, back with the team after the birth of Mamiko's second child. Off the end of the bat, a roller to Alexander. It's a 1-2-3-6 for Rogers. 6 zeros on the board.
A century ago, our founders made a promise.
Dodgers call to the bullpen. Brought to you by Jacoby and Myers. Edgardo Enriquez replaces Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Quality start for Yamamoto. 6 innings, 3 runs. For Enriquez, this is his 27th game.
So much potential on the mound, and the Dodgers keep running him out there and expecting bigger and bigger things as he continues to develop. It really is about just a little bit more command.
9-1-2 against Enriquez in the 7th. The Dodgers trailing 3-zip. Plays Alexander, flies the first pitch toward Tucker.
Just a little late on a 102-mile-an-hour fastball.
Like most folks would be.
Fielder number 3, Taylor Ward.
So 1 pitch, 1 out.
Is probably some of the easiest mechanics to see the ball go over 100 miles an hour.
Strike 1 to Taylor Ward. And for the 3rd start in Yamamoto's season, 0 run support. Happened April Fool's Day against Cleveland. 6 innings on the mound, no runs from the Dodger offense. And then on the road at Petco Park in the middle of May, 7 innings of work, 0 runs. Trevor Rogers just 78 pitches. The 0-2, Ward goes down swinging at a slider. 2 gone.
When you throw 102 and can go up the ladder, and then you can throw a breaking ball like this, you can just throw any strategy out the window as far as the hitter's not going to be able to hit it. It's impossible.
That's strikeout number 7 for the Dodgers staff tonight, meaning you can celebrate tomorrow by going to Jack in the Box in Los Angeles, getting a large drink, and eating a free Jumbo Jack. Ball 1 to Gunnar Henderson. Usual shortstop. His DH duties tonight. He's 0 for 3 so far. Two pops the mitt for strike 1. It's up in the Lowe's level. 2-2.
He would probably be a closer on about 50% of the teams in the big leagues. Just need to get a little bit more consistent. That's the potential that's on the mound right here.
Just misses the outside corner, and the count goes full. Enriquez with the payoff. Henderson fouls back 101. Speaking of the back end of the bullpen, things changing for the Dodgers this afternoon. Blake Trinan was placed on the injured list with right elbow inflammation. So Chase McDermott is recalled to take his place in the pen. Another 3-2. Misses low. A 2-out walk in the 7th.
First baseman, 25, alone.
Now facing Pete Alonso. Enriquez starts him off with a fastball in toward the hands at 102.
Big leaguers can time a bullet, and there has nobody been intimidated by the 102-mile-an-hour fastball, but the outs are mainly on the breaking stuff so far. At least getting them off their timing with the off-speed stuff like that.
Okay, so fastball in at 102, slider away.
He can throw either. He can go up the ladder and make sure it's too high, or you go breaking ball away, make sure it's really wide. Don't throw any near the middle of the plate.
Just blows it by him. A couple of strikeouts and a scoreless top of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Brought to you by Sit and Sleep, SoCal's most trusted mattress store. On the other side of the stretch, it's still 3-0 Baltimore. Andy Pages, Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts coming to the plate to try and get to Trevor Rogers. Far easier said than done tonight, Bulldog.
Yeah, he's been on his game. Dodgers have been fouling off the hittable pitches. Blew one in and got one walk from the man that's at the plate right now, but other than that, it's been very quiet for the Dodger offense.
The late on a fastball, 0-2.
Rogers has only been over 100 pitches once. That was his 3rd start of the year, back all the way in April 7th, 101 against the White Sox.
Setting up inside. Pages, a little line out to Holiday at second.
The first 40,000 fans will take home this exclusive Freddie Freeman 18th inning walk-off bobblehead. That'll be presented by 76 on July 6th. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for more information. And guess who's coming up?
Hey, Freddie Freeman. Takes ball 1 downstairs. Freddie 0 for 2 tonight and 0 for 6 in this series.
Freddie's the type of hitter that when he doesn't look like himself in a few at-bats, you never worry that it's going to continue into the next at-bat. You always feel like he's going to fix it and get back on it. And he got really close in the last at-bat with the deep fly ball to right center.
A lot more head shaking the last couple of nights. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rogers fires. Freeman fouls. Freddie entered this series hitting .222 against left-handed pitching. He hit .285 last year. Get back to punishing southpaws. Full count.
Dodgers with 2 challenges, and they haven't used, I don't think they've even challenged once tonight, so we're getting to that point in the game, down 3-0.
Payoff hit hard on the ground, but stopped at second by Holiday.
They can get a little more liberal about their challenges.
Here's a quick word from Kia. After going 3 for 5 last night, Mookie Betts 0 for 2. Dodgers trailing by 3, and the outs are starting to dwindle. 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th.
You mentioned it earlier, but the Dodgers with 23 of their 49 W's have been come from behind victories. So this team has really continued to give Dodger fans hope, even when the scoreboard looks like this.
The 2-1. Betts hits it hard, but out in front of a change.
He led the comeback charge last night with a big fly.
Home run number 299 in his career. So it is.
Here's the one that got it started last night. They were down by 2. This pulled them within 1. And then Dalton rushing with a base hit. And Baltimore handed them the rest for the walk-off victory.
Takes a 2-out walk in the 7th. Some traffic on the bases. Just the 3rd Dodger base runner of the game.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Rogers with 7 pitches until he reaches his season high in pitch count. There is action in the Baltimore bullpen.
Ball 1 to Miguel Rojas.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go to ball 2, maybe see a visit.
Rojas facing his former Miami teammate in Rogers. Betts on first, 2 out. Rojas in the air, center field, going back. Cowser right in front of the wall. He makes the catch.
67 degrees, a chilly night for a summer day. I think if it's hotter, it's out of here.
Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get fired up with the Hot Ones Munchie Meal. The Dodger offense needs a Hot Ones Munchie Meal to fire up the bats. 7 shutout innings for Trevor Rogers so far tonight. High fives, hugs, and handshakes in the Oriole dugout. Matches his season best with those 7 innings. Strong case this is the best turn he's had since last year's breakout season. Alex Vesia comes out of the Dodger pen. And as ball 1 to Samuel Basallo, 4, 5, and 6. Part of the order that Vesia will face in his 34th appearance.
His last 16 appearances have been stellar. Go back to the middle of May, around May 12th or so. 16 appearances since then. An ERA of just over 1.5. So this is one of the Dodger hot hands, and just another exceptional season for him. Really dominating left-handers and right-handers.
Jumps ahead of Basallo with a fastball.
It's a big challenge for Basallo. Left-handed batters off of Vesia this year, 3 for 36. No extra base hits. And an OPS that would get you released.
Vesia with a K to start the night.
93 with an exceptional spin rate. It's a hard fastball to catch up to, not because of the velocity, because of the optical illusion of how it maintains its height.
Right fielder number 30, Leody Taveras.
9 o'clock on a Saturday, regular crowd shuffles in, another sellout. I can't say there's an old man sitting next to me. And you're not making love to your tonic and gin.
Nope. No, sir, I am not. This is just hot tea.
Okay, good. Billy Joel would be proud of you.
And what I do with my hot tea is none of your business.
Okay.
Ball and a strike to Leody Taveras. Scored 2 of the 3 Oriole runs tonight.
That was a tip of the cap to Dieter Rule.
Yes. And Billy Joel.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah.
It could be the line for you. So, son, can you play me a melody? I'm not really sure how it goes. You know, you're a little bit more of the son age of an older man named Billy Joel.
Dad?
Okay.
2-2. Since we've been waiting on Dodger hits, now we're talking about
It's true.
musical ones.
That's one of the bigger hits of all time as far as sing-along and karaoke songs.
It's Jack Dreyer's.
It's true.
Let's go to.
Yep.
Vesia trying to keep the Dodgers within 3 runs. Another 2-2 on the way, and Taveras can take a seat.
Another high fastball with the great spin rate. Velo around 91 up to about 94 some nights. He just pushes it right by him.
Number 17, Colton Cowser.
Hitting is experiential, and most people's experience swinging at a fastball at that height, it drops a little lower, but his doesn't.
Keeps the bases empty. Ooh. Sword, strike 1 on Cowser. In the bottom of the 8th, the Dodgers will have Edman, Tucker, and Call due up. With the right-hander Garcia getting ready in the pen. Have Max Muncy, Ryan Ward, switch hitting Freeland, along with Chucky Robinson, but he's a right-handed batter. Potentially pinch hit for Alex Call. And he figured he'd be the first one to call. Max Muncy. Did he go? No. 2-1. Wave and a miss. 2-2. Did it drop down enough? No. Slider misses upstairs, and now it's 3-2.
You never doubt if Alex Vesia is trying hard, do you, with his body language? He is coming at you.
That's a 2-out base runner. Cowser aboard.
Third baseman, number 16, Kobe Mayo.
Strike 1 to Kobe Mayo. Drove in the first run of the game. RBI ground out in the second. Walked in the fourth. Struck out in the sixth. Strike 2. Can't do much better than that.
It is about as edgy as you want to get.
Needs one more strike. Keeps Cowser honest.
It's a little low.
Ball on the field is a ball. The catcher is challenging.
Colton Rushing throws out a challenge and loses.
Ball is confirmed. The count's 1-2. Los Angeles has one challenge remaining.
And 2 outs, so 2-strike count.
Trying to save that maybe for the offense. Try to get back in the game. It's a lot easier from up here.
Popped him up. Right side of the infield. Rojas squeezes the final out of the 8th. The walk stranded. Vesio holds the line. 3-0. The Dodgers will face the Oriole pen after this.
Introducing them.
Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA. Brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. Discover the complete Ford lineup. Rugged, stylish, and powerful trucks and SUVs. All engineered for your adventures. Orioles 3, Dodgers nothing. Jeremiah Jackson is now in the field, taking over at second base for Jackson Holiday. Rico Garcia taking over on the mound, and Tommy Edman ambushes the first pitch, singling into right field. They get Trevor Rogers out of the game and trying to get to work fast.
It sounded like he broke his bat off the end, but got enough of it, hit it pretty hard.
And Tommy Edman with both Dodger hits tonight. Here's Kyle Tucker. So swings to the first pitch, taps the changeup foul. And just as we talked about the last half inning, Max Muncy getting ready to pinch hit for Alex Call. Tying run on deck here in the bottom of the 8th. The Dodgers have just 6 more outs to play with.
That is a rare hit off Garcia. Look at that batting average down there, 118. Tommy Edman just got the 13th hit off him this year.
In 34 games. Curve at the very top of the zone. 1-2.
The one thing that gives the Dodgers hope is 4 of those 13 hits have been home runs.
Garcia's 1-2. Tucker does not offer it the change. Tucker 1 for 1 lifetime against Garcia. The 2-2. Tucker down swinging. And his fastball tailing away at 97 off the plate.
The pitch had tremendous run, and he backed it up from the changeup to do that. So it does definitely beat you to the spot when you've been slowed down by the changeup, and then you get that heater.
Max Muncy comes off the bench. Had a 2-run single last night. Also walked twice. 1 on, 1 out in the 8th. The Dodgers down by 3. Ball 1 from Garcia. 2-0.
Max trying to set the table for last night's hero on deck.
The 2-0.
More time right now than Dalton Rushing had last night. He was down to the Dodgers' last strike. So here with a 2-1 count and 1 out in the 8th, they've still got time.
Wave and a miss. One on, one out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's called a ball. Basayo taps the helmet, and this is going to be another successful challenge against Charlie Ramos. Basayo wins it. Back-to-back Ks after Edmonds' leadoff single.
Back in the day before ABS, when you missed the target across the plate, rarely did you see that called for strikes. But now with ABS, you can get that pitch.
Greg Alvarez is going to call down to the bullpen. 2 outs and a runner aboard. Garcia's work is done. We'll be right back. Here's the road ahead for the Dodgers, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. One more tomorrow on Father's Day against the Orioles. And then it's hitting the road to Minnesota. 3-game set against the Twins. All games right here on Sportsnet LA. It's one of the 2 Oriole left-handers in their pen, Grant Wolfram. And bring him in to face Dalton Rushing. And then Ohtani on deck. Takes a first pitch fastball in, strike 1. Tommy Edman led off the 8th with a first pitch single against Rico Garcia, but then Tucker and Muncy both struck out. Rushing way out in front of that, 0-2.
With the success of Rogers, the Orioles starter tonight, same kind of frame, same kind of arm angle right here coming in. Not the same kind of success usually, though. Lefties have hit almost 350 off him this year.
On an 0-2 pitch. Rushing. Skies one to right field. Taveras is there. So Edman is stranded on the bases. At the end of 8 full, it's still 3-0 Baltimore.
Ta-da!
You are watching back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA. It's brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times. 9th inning is upon us here in the Saturday night Unico Field at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers trailing 3-0. Max Muncy pinch hit in the 8th, so he's now at third base. Alex call out. Edman kicks from third to left. Jonathan Hernandez just came running in from left field out of the pen.
Quick 3 up, 3 down, maybe give you a little momentum, keep the crowd around, and have the home field advantage, and that would necessitate a big finish to make them very excited.
First plate appearance for Jeremiah Jackson. Slider to start from Hernandez. Strike 1. Still 0-2. popped in the air. Shallow right. Freeman going back from first, hugging the line. That is out number 1. The Dodgers this year, when trailing after 8 innings, are 2-25. But one of those 2 wins was last night. And Roberts can't see the deficit growing anymore. Blaze Alexander's a big difference in this one. Had a 2-out, 2-run double off Yoshinobu Yamamoto in the 4th inning. It's been 3-0 since then.
Back in the 4th, and this found it right down the line. Actually touched a little bit of Edmund Leather, and if it wasn't right on the line, it'd probably been an out because it was hit hard, and there'd be plenty of time to throw him out at first.
Tries to check his swing, and
it was off his body.
Yeah,
shin or his knee.
But as the call in the field is that it was in play, and so Alexander is out. Alexander pleading his case to Charlie Ramos. And he's going to let his manager take over from there.
Well, the umpires are reading the body language of the hitter. And why did he run? If it does hit off of him, but he shouldn't have ran. Barely must feel the contact there, and then he sees the ball, and his subconscious tells him to run.
You know, on one hand, you're like, hey, if it hits you, if it went off your leg, which the replay shows that it did, sell it. Yeah. On the other, you're a young ball player out there, don't play umpire, just play ball.
Right.
And so run down the line and trust that the right call will be made. And the crew is huddling up to try and do that.
It hits him firmly on the leg. Well, I don't think the call's going to go their way.
That's a crew chief, Chris Guccione. Yeah. You could read Guccione's. It's not, unfortunately. Alvarez was asking about the reviewability. Alexander was taking some practice swings outside the box, and Charlie Ramos looked over and said, what are you still doing here? You're out. And so Alexander heads back to the Oriole dugout. Now 2 gone in the 9th inning.
Number 3, Taylor Ward.
The fact that he got the double down the line, drove in some runs, going to make him sleep a little better over that. That'll be easier to turn the page.
Now the leadoff spot, Taylor Ward, 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. And after a pretty lengthy wait for Hernandez, he starts off with strike 1. Ward bleeds one the other way.
Number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
Now with the runner on, here's Gunnar Henderson. In the bottom of the ninth, it'll be the top of the order for the Dodgers.
Hopefully right men, right spot.
One and two.
Hernandez throwing the ball really well. Spray pattern is tight. A lot of life on the fastball. Good bite on the breaking ball.
Hernandez is 1-2. Henderson strikes out swinging. So the Dodgers down 3-0. 3 outs to get at least 3 runs. That's how many they scored on Friday. Can they do it again on Saturday?
Your next move is already here.
Here we go, bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers trying to rally once again against Baltimore. This time the deficit a little bit bigger. 3 runs down to the last 3 outs, trying for a 24th comeback win. They'll face the veteran right-hander Andrew Kittredge. Ohtani, Pages, and Freeman for sure. Mookie Betts waiting. It's the 3rd time for Kittredge pitching on back-to-back days this season.
It is a rarity to see the Dodgers get shut out at home. Let's see if they can get on the board.
Ball 1. Shohei hitless tonight, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He is 1 for 1 lifetime against Kittredge. That one hit is a homer. High drive right center field, and that's a start in the ninth. First game since the birth of his 2nd child. And Ohtani has the first run of the night.
Mookie started the engine last night with a solo shot. Then the comeback started and was finished. What will happen tonight?
Now Andy Pages swings and misses. Strike 1. That one swing sent the Oriole dugout scurrying. Now 3-1. The 0-1 to Pages. Off his bat on a check swing. Strike 2. Kittredge's 0-2 pitch. Looks blown away.
I think Shohei's got his 2nd version of dad strength. That ball he hit was off almost 115 miles an hour off the bat.
Pages, left center, hustling after it, and diving with a catch is Ward. Oh, put a star on that one.
When the ball left the bat, it was in the gap. When the ball continued to fly, it looked like it was going to fall in. But a dive in the left center gap by Ward puts it away. Something that Andy Pages usually does to opponents, he got done to himself.
Dodgers down 2. 2 more outs left. Freddie Freeman takes ball 1 upstairs.
That is such a huge catch in left center field. This place is rocking still, but boy, it would have been even extra loud if that falls in.
That Strike one called. Challenge from
Call on the
Freeman.
field is
That's
strike. The batter challenges.
oof. Well, this one's coming back. The Dodgers going to hold on to their final challenge.
Ball is the ball. Los Angeles has one challenge remaining.
The chance of Freddie rained down. And Kittrus misses with ball 3.
Pitch away from bringing the tying run to the plate.
On 3-0. Ball 4. Tying run coming up.
Home run. Gapper that takes a miraculous catch and a walk. You can't be comfortable in the Baltimore dugout.
Last September 6th, the Orioles were down 3-0 in the 9th. They were getting no hit. A home run to break things up and get things started, and they rallied to win against the Pen. Tonight, the Dodgers down 3-0. Just 2 hits, a home run to get things started, and trying to rally for a comeback win.
The 4th of...
Mookie Betts getting ready to hit in the 9th on Saturday. On Friday, he was the one that lit the match with a solo home run.
As Mookie's batting average has risen, so has his pop. And so this is a very interesting at-bat.
Yennier Cano pitched last night, a 3-pitch strikeout of Andy Pages. Betts has seen him before, 1-for-1, a single back in 2024. Takes strike 1, sinker on the inside corner. The Dodgers trail 3-1. 1 on and 1 out. Betts represents the tying run. That's low. A ball and a strike.
Freddie's successful challenge keeps the Dodgers with 1.
Cano's 1-1. Dives downstairs. Advantage Mookie. Ball 3. Orioles have 2 challenges. Basayo opts to not use one there.
I think he should have.
Betts in the driver's seat. The 3-1 coming. Hit on the ground, hard at third. Mayo can't handle it to throw. Not in time. Tying run is on for now. Will the Orioles challenge? They will.
It looked like the foot was over the bag. My heart was rooting for him to be there, but I was like, when I saw the call, I'm like, I'm not sure.
Baltimore challenging the safe ball.
Mookie was reaching for first base instead of running through it.
He looks like he's out by a toe.
Yeah, a long slash stride.
Wow.
Last night there was a bang play at the plate. Alex Freeland with that swim slide home is called safe. The Orioles challenge and the call stood. Here tonight, bang at first base. Betts was ruled safe. Orioles challenge, and now we stand by.
It is fractions of an inch. Either way.
Meanwhile, Cano throwing warm-up pitches, and Alex Freeland, who's getting ready to pinch hit for Rojas, stands and waits.
We've heard Freddie chants. Now we have safe chants.
Surrender safe.
Tying runs aboard.
Not enough evidence.
So here's a massive spot for Alex Freeland.
Hitting for the Dodgers, number 76, Alex.
The switch hitter, pinch hitting for Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 3 this season, coming off the bench as a pinch hitter. That's in the past. What about now? Ball 1.
Cano throwing most of those sinking fastballs, and most of them have been chin high.
That's low. 2-0.
Call on the field is the ball. The pitcher is challenging.
A challenge from Basayo. They got 2 left. Now 1 left.
The call is confirmed. The count's 2-0. Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
More 9th inning tension and drama between the Dodgers and Orioles. Freeland ahead 2-0. Takes a rip at a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Fouls away a strike.
You got to tell yourself, make him get the ball up. The last thing you want to do is hit a ground ball double play. You want a couple shots at him.
Fly ball to left, pushing Warren back. This will be the 2nd out. The runners remain at 1st and 2nd.
This is the Dodgers' hot bat coming up as far as this evening.
And in this series, Edman is 2 for 3 tonight. 5 for 8 in the first 2 games against Baltimore. 3-1 O's. The Dodgers had the tying runs on, but 2 out on the first pitch from Cano. Edman lays off ball 1. On a line to right, coming in, and he bobbles in. The ball's dropped. Freeman's gonna score. Betts stops at 3rd. This game ain't over yet.
You may feel like you're on life support, but they are still alive because this ball is scorched and then clamped. Heel of the glove. Tried to stay in the pocket, but rolled through the fingers. And will this game slip away from Baltimore?
The Oriole defense has bit them for much of this year, as Dodger fans saw and experienced last night. Tonight, it leaves the door open. for Kyle Tucker to be a hero. Tucker against Cano. 1 for 1. That was back in 2022. That hit was a home run. The tying run is 90 feet away. Kyle Tucker has delivered in a similar spot before against Miami earlier this year. Dodgers on the corners, 2 outs, down 3-2. Ooh, ball one down and in. Good pick from Basayo.
Splitter that he just absolutely overthrows, pulls, and almost ties the game for the Dodgers. We saw that kind of gift last night.
Whiffs on a splitter.
Nice adjustment. Come back with it and throw a good one. If he's going to stick with that pitch, he's got to trust his catcher.
Cano's 1-1. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Ball game. Not enough magic on Saturday to replicate Friday. The Orioles hang on 3-2 to even the series.
It'll be a quick turnaround with the A game tomorrow on Father's Day. The Dodgers will look for a W to win this series.
It'll be Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers. Brandon Young for Baltimore. So that's going to do it for us for now. On behalf of Orr Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and our second-to-none crew, Russell Kodani producing, Ben Dillenberger directing. I'm Stephen Elson. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy Access Sportsnet Dodgers next.
Hello and welcome to Access